Savannah Chrisley, Mrs. Grayson, calls him emotional support animal. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Former Chrisley Knows Best star Savannah Chrisley admitted that she missed her brother Grayson and added he is her emotional support animal. The two have been thick as thieves since their parents were incarcerated in early 2023. Now, she has had to say goodbye to her little brother and is having a very hard time. Keep reading for more details. Savannah Chrisley misses her emotional support animal. It has been a long road for Savannah Chrisley as she became the sole caretaker of her younger siblings in 2023. That was when their parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were both locked up, and it did not appear they would be out anytime soon. In that time, Savannah campaigned for her parents' release as well as raised her siblings, Grayson and Chloe. She was able to send Grayson off to college and even redecorated his whole dorm to perfection. Fortunately for them, Todd and Julie were pardoned and released in May 2025 while the family was wrapping up a new reality series. They are happy to be reunited, but now Grayson has left, and it is ripping Savannah apart. He headed back to the University of Alabama, and Savannah could not get over how much she would miss him. Although she was immensely proud of him, that did not change her feelings. Moreover, she wanted him to come home immediately. Savannah then proceeded to call Grayson her emotional support animal. So that is why she relies on him. Grayson and Savannah Chrisley are best friends, and she made that known. However, she kept reiterating how proud of her little brother she was, even if he was away. Savannah went on to talk about the high price of college and how much she hates adulting. This makes sense as she was thrown into a guardian situation, maybe before she was ready. Yet she went on to discuss relief and aid, even though she was sad deep down. Good luck, Grayson. Chrisley Knows Best fans saw Savannah Chrisley's message about her brother and immediately chimed in. They hoped that Grayson Chrisley would have an incredible year. More so, they were thrilled that everyone was back together, especially for these precious moments. So happy your family is back home, and hope Grayson has a good year. Congratulations, Grayson. Adulting is overrated. You, however, are doing an amazing job adulting. Congratulations for Grayson, love you and your family. Hopefully, Savannah Chrisley will get to head to Alabama quite often so she can check in on Grayson. Or he will come home a lot more, given that Todd and Julie Chrisley are there. Either way, it is amazing how close the siblings are and a testament to Savannah's parenting. Savannah Chrisley has never been shy about showing her love for her younger brother Grayson, but her latest comments have fans both smiling and feeling emotional as she jokingly yet affectionately referred to him as her emotional support animal. The remark came during a candid moment on her podcast, Unlocked, where Savannah was reflecting on the shifting dynamics in her family since their parents Todd and Julie Chrisley were released from prison earlier this year, and as she continues to navigate a busy schedule that keeps her away from home more than she would like. Savannah, who has taken on the role of a parental figure to her younger siblings during their parents' incarceration, has been open about the unique bond she shares with Grayson. Over the last couple of years, she has often described him as her anchor through the chaos, saying his humor, his calm energy, and his loyalty have been what got her through some of the darkest days. When Todd and Julie were away, Savannah stepped into the role of guardian, managing not only her career, but also the day-to-day needs of both Grayson and their grandmother, Nanny Faye. In many ways, Savannah says the responsibility brought her and Grayson closer than ever. During the recent podcast episode, Savannah spoke warmly about missing Grayson. While she was traveling for work, she recalled how in the past, whenever she was stressed, upset, or just emotionally drained, she could always count on Grayson to lift her spirits. Sometimes it was with a perfectly timed joke, other times with nothing more than his quiet, reassuring presence. Savannah laughed as she explained that even though calling him her emotional support animal might sound funny, there was real truth behind the joke. To her, Grayson is a source of stability, comfort, and unconditional love, qualities often associated with emotional support pets, But coming from her teenage brother Savannah, shared that while she loves her independence, she misses the little routines they had together. When she was at home, she misses their late-night snack runs, their binge, watching sessions of favorite TV shows, and even the simple act of checking in on him before bed. She said that her career keeps her moving between podcast recordings, television appearances, and potential new projects. And while she thrives on that energy, it can be hard to balance it with her desire to be present for her family. Especially Grayson fans know that Savannah has been fiercely protective of Grayson, especially in the public eye. She has often defended him from criticism and worked to shield him from some of the more toxic sides of fame and reality television. Growing up in front of cameras since he was a child, Grayson has seen both the glamorous and the difficult sides of being part of the Chrisley family. Savannah says his resilience despite the pressures of public life makes her admire him even more. In the same conversation, Savannah reflected on how the past couple of years had impacted Grayson emotionally. She admitted that while he has a strong exterior, the family's legal troubles and the temporary loss of their parents weighed heavily on him. Savannah explained that she often felt like she had to keep it together for his sake, becoming not just his sister, but also a stand-in parental figure. It is in those moments, she says, that she realized how much she leaned on him as well for emotional balance. She shared that there were nights when the stress felt unbearable, but just having Grayson nearby, whether they were talking or just sitting in silence, made her feel grounded. Now, with Todd and Julie home, Savannah says the family is adjusting to a new rhythm. While the weight of being the primary caretaker for her siblings has lifted, she still finds herself missing the closeness that came from that challenging period. She noted that Grayson is becoming more independent, spending more time with friends and exploring his own interests, but she still cherishes the bond they built and intends to protect it, no matter how busy life gets. The playful, emotional support animal comment sparked a wave of reactions from fans online. Many related to the idea of having a sibling or close family member who fills that comfort role in their lives. Social media lit up with fans sharing their own stories about siblings who have been their rock during hard times. Others praised Savannah for always being open about her family dynamics and for balancing humor with heartfelt truth. Savannah's relationship with Grayson has been a recurring theme, not just in her podcast, but in her public appearances. Over the years, she has credited him with helping her keep perspective amid fame and controversy. She says Grayson has an ability to cut through the noise and remind her of what truly matters: family, faith, and the people who stand by you when life gets tough. While Savannah enjoys sharing fun, lighthearted moments about her brother, she is also mindful about the importance of emotional support systems in general. She mentioned that during their parents' incarceration, she came to understand how crucial it is to have someone who makes you feel safe and loved without judgment. For her, that person happened to be her younger brother, a fact that she says still surprises her sometimes, but one she is endlessly grateful for. The Chrisley family is no stranger to public scrutiny and media headlines, but Savannah has consistently tried to shift the narrative toward resilience, love, and unity. Her close bond with Grayson is one of the few constants in a life that has been anything but predictable. Over the last few years, they have weathered scandals, legal battles, and personal loss together, and Savannah believes that those shared experiences have forged a connection that will last a lifetime. She has often said that her siblings are her greatest motivators, and that her love for Grayson in particular is intertwined with her desire to build a stable future for the whole family. In discussing what she misses most about Grayson, Savannah said it is not just the physical presence, but the energy he brings into her life. She described him as someone who keeps her laughing when she wants to cry, who listens when she needs to vent, and who calls her out when she is overthinking. She said their relationship is built on honesty, trust, and an unspoken understanding that they will always have each other's backs, no matter how far she travels or how busy her career becomes. Savannah says she always carries that sense of connection with her, looking forward to the next time they can share one of their sibling adventures. Even as she embraces new opportunities, Savannah says her family remains her priority. She emphasized that while fans may see her traveling, attending events, or working on projects behind the scenes, she is still deeply connected to her siblings and checks in with them regularly. The emotional support animal joke may have been lighthearted, but it underscored just how much she values Grayson's role in her life and how much she misses him when they are apart. In a world where the Chrisleys' lives have been dissected by reality television tabloid coverage and online commentary, Savannah's heartfelt words about her brother were a reminder that beyond the headlines, they are a family navigating the same ups and downs as any other sibling pair. For Savannah, the bond with Grayson is not just a part of her personal life. It is a source of strength, inspiration, and comfort as she continues to build her career and manage the complex realities of fame. She says knowing that her emotional support animal is just a call away makes all the difference for fans. Her words were another glimpse into the softer, more personal side of Savannah Chrisley, one that is defined less by public drama and more by the enduring love between a sister and her brother. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.